Let's talk about the 3-part system that has gotten my students to reach $10,000 to $30,000 a month super fast and super straightforward. So check this out. You've been told that money doesn't buy happiness. That's actually a lie. I've had months where I made $10,000 and months where I made $100,000, and I can tell you the $100,000 has made me way happier. Now, I cannot show you how to make $100,000 because I still don't make $100,000 every single month. I wish it were the case, but it's not. So what I'm going to show you is the system that I showed my students to get $10,000 to $30,000 a month consistently, because that's what I actually can teach people at my current income level. That said, this is not for lazy people. Simple doesn't mean easy. Again, simple doesn't mean easy. So you need to be willing to put in the work, and you need to bend reality to make this happen. And the reason is that you need to do 3 things to make this system work. 1 is create content. 2 is automate great chunks of your system. And 3, a lot of cold outreach. So let's get started right away with the content creation part of the process. So it took me a lot of time to get to 100,000 followers on Twitter. And the reality is that I could have gotten there sooner if I hadn't become lazy. I started posting platitudes and feel-good content that doesn't actually make money. So I did that for a long time. But looking back, I realized that this actually crippled my brand in some way or another. Thankfully, I overcame this and decided to actually start posting valuable content. So after years of hustling and failing and showing people and not showing people and telling people what to do and not to do, I've come across 4 money-making content types. And these are stories, because, well, when you share your stories, you share your successes and failures, and people can relate to you and empathize with you. The second type is value post, where you show your systems, your methods, your tactics, your ideas on how to do what you do. The third type is zooming in, meaning that if you have a system, you can zoom in into one part of this system and just build everything around that and show people that specific part of your system. And finally, the last type, my favorite, sales post, where you're going to tell people literally to buy your stuff, to send you a direct message, to reach out if they need help from you. That said, of course, there are many other types of content that you can create, but these are the 4 major types that I found are the ones that help you generate leads, make money, and actually are easier to create than what you might assume. Anyhow, let's move to the next step. Automation. Look, why would you work hard twice when you can start automating great parts of your systems? And by the way, you don't need a lot of complicated software to make this happen. You just really need the right kind of automation. And what I like is the $0 PDF automation. And here's how it works. So you have a $0 automation, and it looks like this. 1, you create a $0 PDF. This is usually a checklist or a really short piece of content that you're going to use in such a way that it entices people to first download it and secondly to join your newsletter. So that's actually the second step of this automation system. You're going to tell people download your free checklist, and they need to give you their email addresses in order to get that free checklist or that free PDF. Next, anyone that downloads that free PDF is going to get a bunch of emails from you. And this is what we call an email campaign. And here you're going to be addressing their objections, answering their questions, and also providing more value, showing people how to do what you do. And at the end of the email, you're going to invite them to book a discovery call with you, or a sales call, or to buy something from you. And finally, you're going to offer them your services or your products on the phone call or right there in the email. Now, this is where the system actually starts making you even more money. And you don't need a lot of followers to make this work. And this is what we call cold outreach. And cold outreach is nothing more than reaching out to people that don't actually even know who you are. It's like, for example, DMing people, sending direct messages to strangers, literally strangers, telling them that you can help them. Or more importantly, sending direct messages to your followers, which is why I suggest you do. And that's exactly what my student Mateo Mara is doing. And let me show you what he's doing right now in order to close deals, not only in the direct messages, but also on the phone call after he's done with the direct messages process. But before I tell you, like, he was really struggling to make an income with social media. And then I started coaching him, and he, in his own words, 10x'd his monthly recurring revenue and doubled his number of followers on Instagram and clarified the work week and everything he was doing. He just clarified it and started making even more money. But how? Well, it's twofold. He used a little bit of automation and cold outreach to make this work. And the automation works like this. He gets his followers to DM him a specific keyword, and that triggers an automation. And in his case, he used, I don't know the name of the app, but I use ManyChat for Instagram. And what he did to make this happen was use a combination of automation and cold outreach. And let me explain. He made a simple automation to get his followers to contact him through direct messages. And he actually reaches out to 20 to 50 people every day through direct messages. So that way he can qualify them before hopping on a sales call. By the way, he sent me this little message on December 30th of 2022. So it's very recent, at least in accordance to the recording of this video. Anyhow, he made this work. He started reaching out to 20, 30 people every day. And with a really simple automation, he just tells people to DM him a specific keyword, and the software that he uses prompts the user, the client, with a specific question. So let me show you a quick example of how this works with my own Instagram account so you can see how this automation works. Anyone that DMs me the word free, they get this little message here. Hey, cheers. Thank you so much for reaching out. Click here to download my guide and just watch it. Really simple. Anyone that DMs me that free guide. And what I use is ManyChat. And ManyChat is a simple app that helps you automate your direct messages, provide live chat. And let me give you a quick glance of how this works. So let's find the specific automation that triggers this thing here. And as you can see, anyone that DMs me a message that begins with free gets this message. And of course, a few days later, they get another automation where I ask people, or the automation asks them, hey, were you able to watch the course? If so, what did you like the most? And this alone has helped me get a lot of subscribers. And not only that, also, let me show you the amount of testimonials that I've gotten thanks to this simple automation. Let's scroll down, look at all of these testimonials from a free course. And it's all thanks to this automation, and of course, creating the course, right? So whenever you're thinking about making money with social media, always remember this 3-part system. It's all about cold outreach, it's all about your automations, and it's all about this thing, content creation. Because with content, you get people to pay attention. With the automations, you get people inside your funnels. And finally, with the cold outreach, you provide that personalized guidance or that personalized approach to the system and to the process, and eventually get people on the phone call and get them to buy your services. Anyhow, let me give you a little bit more. Down in the description, you'll find a link, and that link will direct you to my free guide, Your Next 100K. So go down below, click it, and download that guide. Anyhow, my name is Jose Rosado. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a lot of value in it. I had a lot of fun recording it. And again, thank you so much. Follow me, hit the like button, and of course, leave a message down below. Talk to you soon.